You see, if it was an open and shut case, then there wouldn't be so much intrigue. Films would be not made on it. There are so many missing chunks, and it really shows you how the system works, because it's not a perfect system.
So Konkana, first of all, it's a controversial subject, and how did you become a part of this particular subject?
Well, it was offered to me. The script was offered to me. I got a call from Hani Trehan, who's a friend and also the casting director and a creative producer on this film. And when he told me about it first, I was immediately intrigued, and I thought, oh, okay, wow, that sounds very interesting. And then he sent me the script, and the script is written by Vishalji. So you can understand it's quite a powerful script. It's very engaging, even though there's so much information, and like it's. Showing all the different investigations, all the facts and everything. But even then, it is something that you are very involved with as a script level. And the treatment is also very interesting. Because in this film, they are showing the 3 teams that investigated the case. And they are showing you all the theories, and they're leaving it pretty much to the audience, to draw their own conclusions. So when I read the script, I was immediately intrigued. I immediately said yes. Firstly, Vishal Bharadwaj is there. His music, he's producing his script. Meghna Gulzar also have a lot of regard for. Gulzar Saab himself has done the songs, the lyrics, and he's presenting the film. So, and Irfan Khan is in the film also. Neeraj Kabir is there. So overall, I felt that even though it is a controversial kind of a subject, it's in the right hands. I felt that these kind of people, they have the right kind of sensibility. They have the intelligence, and also they will handle the matter in a sensitive way. So that I felt reassured that they will be able to deal with it in a good way, and it will be a quality project, a quality product. I was reassured.
Konkana, अपने किरदार के बारे में कुछ बताइए, किस तरह का किरदार है?
Well, in this film, my character's name is Nutan Tandon. एंड नॉर्मली हम जैसे देखते हैं कि कोई किरदार हो तो हमें उनका थोड़ा बहुत हिस्ट्री, कुछ फैक्ट्स पता होता है उनके लाइफ के बारे में, जैसे कि वो मैरिड है कि नहीं, बच्चे हैं कि नहीं, कहाँ पे काम करती है, कहाँ पे रहती है, ये सब. लेकिन इस फिल्म में वैसा कुछ कैरेक्टर स्टडी है नहीं. It's not a kind of a, because it's not a biopic, or because it's not really showing the parents' lives overall, because it's just showing the 3 investigations. What we had to do is we had to play the same scenario, recreate the same crime scene scenario in different ways according to the different investigations. So that was very unusual, and it was quite a challenge, I feel, and that's really why I took up the project.
So while working on this, how was the chemistry with Irfan Khan?
I always have wonderful chemistry with Irfan. In fact, it's lovely to work with Irfan. I think he can have good chemistry with anybody because he's such a good actor. Unfortunately, इस फिल्म में ज़्यादा सीन्स हमारे एक साथ नहीं थे. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मेरा काम था नीरज कवि के साथ. नीरज कवि is a fantastic actor also, thank God. He has acted in Ship of Theseus. He was the monk, and he's very good. So it was really enjoyable getting to work with him, getting to know him as an actor.
Konkana, tell us something about Meghna Gulzar. How comfortable were you while working on this with her specifically?
I was very comfortable working with Meghna. I really, really enjoyed working with Meghna. She's got a kind of a quiet strength to her, very dignified. She knows her material backwards. Anytime you can ask her any question, and it's a complicated case. It's quite tedious. There are many, many facts. It's over many years. We are only making the film after 8 years are over. So. But she really knew what she wanted. We were, of course, all of us were following the script, which was our basic, thing to move on from. But even though we were following a script, she was very clear about what she wanted, and she knew exactly what was happening when. So I had, and she's very sensitive, very sensitive, very supportive as a director. So I've really enjoyed working with her. I would love to work with her again.
अच्छा, the film is written by Vishal Bharadwaj. Last year Heather released with the 2nd October. तो उम्मीद कर सकते हैं इसी तरह का कुछ इस साल भी देखने मिलेगा from the hands of Vishal Bharadwaj?
I hope so. Vishal ji, to forget the date. Vishal ji puts out good work on a regular basis, isn't it? So that is why it's so nice to be involved in a project that he's a part of, whether he's doing the music or he's producing or he's directing. It's always lovely to work with him because there's a certain standard, there's a certain aesthetic sense, there's a certain quality of work that you're doing.
कोंकणा, इसके अलावा फिल्म में आप अभी नज़र आ रही हैं आफ्टर सम काइंड ऑफ ब्रेक और समथिंग लाइक दैट, तो ये जो फ्लो है आपका एज एन एक्टर वो अभी चलता ही रहेगा, और यू आर ट्राइंग समथिंग एल्स एज वेल, राइटिंग और समथिंग एल्स?
एक्चुअली ऐसा लग रहा है कि अचानक मैम बहुत सारे फिल्म्स कर रहे हैं, बट दैट इज़ नॉट द केस. यू नो व्हाट हैपेंड इज आई डिड टेक अ ब्रेक बिकॉज माई सन वॉज बॉर्न. So first 2 years I didn't do much work. But after that, for example, Gaur Haridas, actually we shot 2 years back. Then Kadambari or my Bengali film Shishir Kubita. These are films which I have already shot, you know, a year or two back more. But they've released later. So somehow they are all kind of, you know, the release dates are quite close to each other. So it seems like that. But as long as I get interesting work, I like to do it intermittently. I obviously can't do as much work as I was doing earlier. But I mean, I intend to keep working as long as I have some interesting work coming my way.
Talking about Talvar, how much percent of it can be told as in 100% true or 25% fictitious? Anything like that?
The whole thing is based on facts.
Okay.
I mean, little bit has been fictionalized to make it easier, because after all, a true life case with so many different characters, it's very difficult to watch it as cinema ki itne sare police officer aaye gaye, you know, so many people, audience can't remember. So little bit, few characters have been amalgamated. So few liberties have been taken like this, but basically it's based on facts that are available to everybody in the public domain. The fact is that nobody likes to really check facts. Everybody knows one or two things and then they just like to come to their own conclusions. In fact, there's a wealth of information. And in fact, for me, what happened is the more I found out about, because some of the things I was not aware of, which I found out during the course of the shooting, and you know, the things which went wrong and all that. And the more you find out in this case, I think the more you realize it's very difficult to say who's done it, because there's no hard evidence pointing to one particular suspect. There is a lot of room for reasonable doubt. And the more you find out about it, the more you realize that, you know, the more deeper you get into it, the more you realize that you can't really pinpoint. There are not satisfactory answers which have been answered in a satisfactory way, and we are trying to raise those questions.
So आपने कितना homework किया before working on it?
थोड़ा बहुत किया मैंने, लेकिन ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा होमवर्क तो किया हुआ था, क्योंकि the script itself is a very well researched document. सब कुछ है already script में. Meghna has all the information. She has like a docket. She's been researching this for a very long time. And उसके अलावा भी मैंने खुद किया था थोड़ा बहुत. I mean, I was looking online at some of the videos, especially that NDTV video which Sonia Singh had done, and a few articles here and there. I had read earlier also the Tehelka cover story. So a little bit I did on my own also.
लेकिन जब ट्रेलर लॉन्च हुआ था तो कंट्रोवर्सीज भर भर के आ रही थी सब जगह से जब ट्रेलर इसका लॉन्च हुआ तो कंट्रोवर्सी किसी भी फिल्म में कितना मायने रखती है एज एन एक्टर इफ यू आस्क यू
I don't think that controversy is a necessary part of every film. It so happens that this was at that time a very controversial case. But you see, if it was an open and shut case, then there wouldn't be so much intrigue. There wouldn't be so much mystery. You wouldn't be writing, you know, films would be not made on it, books are being written on it, you know. Because there are so many missing chunks, and it really shows you how the system works, you know. All the different class divides which we have, whether it's the compounder driver or the Noida police, or whether it's, you know, these dentists who had quite a upper middle class kind of a lifestyle. You know, these cultural divides, these class divides, the police system, the investigation, how it was done, these are the questions which are raised. This is what is presented, because it's not a perfect system.
तो आफ्टर तलवार वॉट्स एंड ऑल द प्रोफेशनल फ्रंट क्या चल रहा है
इसके अलावा लिपस्टिक वाले सपने बोल के एक फिल्म आएगी. इट्स डायरेक्टेड बाय अलंकृता श्रीवास्तव, अनदर वुमन डायरेक्टर. It's a Prakash Jha production, and it's about 4 women in Bhopal whose lives intersect. Where I'm playing a very traditional Muslim lady wearing a burqa and all, but she has a kind of a secret life. Very interesting. And the other film I've done after that is Akira. Okay. Which is Mr. Murgadas's film with Sonakshi, where I play a cop. I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar.